Ready? All right. I thought today was a good work day. We obviously Wednesday work week practice. It's great here for the first one. We've got to roll through this a couple times, and I think guys had an understanding of what to expect. Obviously, try to continue to with that, and being the second day coming through on game, we really tried to push variations. We tried to push different looks. Going into the first game, you prepare for all things, and it's probably the biggest menu that you're going to have throughout the course of the season. Things that you might see just from a year of film study and trying to figure what personnel is going to be what in all phases. How's the planned attack, what you might see, and so being able to work through a lot of those different looks. I mean, I thought guys handled it well today. There's just some things we're going to have to clean up in these next few days before kickoff, but I think we've had a really good game prep over this last week and a half, and still seeing guys elevating their game. I've been pleased with the receiver position. I think those guys are ready to go. I think when you look at the competitiveness of our defensive backfield, those guys up front, it's all the little details, and that's the thing that I'm excited to witness, the moment of truth. Discipline, details, and just relentless effort is that going to show up on every play basis. I think these guys have worked for that. I think they're prepared for that, and now we just got to go execute that. Here with the opportunities ahead.
Other wide receivers, something picked the last few weeks to send
I think a lot of it is timing, rhythm. Obviously guys building confidence in the things they're being asked to do. You see some of our older receivers I think have really elevated. Aaron Williamson's had a great last couple of weeks. He dealt with a minor injury there early and was out for a few days, and kind of getting back into that. But Kentron showed up, had some really good moments these last few days, and then Ja'Kai, Jalen Brown. I'm really excited about what I've been seeing from him. And, he's put himself in a position that I think really got a chance to be an impact player. Had a really couple nice plays out there today too. And then Malik, he's been so consistent for us. And you have that group. Deuce Man's another guy that we're expecting to be able to contribute. You have that showing up, and those guys are competing at a very high level. They're going against a good defensive back, and I think that competition is also making it better.
With Jalen, he's fast. The physical aspect of the game, is that?
He's trains hard. Coach Strong's done a great job with him. I think he's confident in the physicality that's necessary, and I'm excited to see him go out there and kind of loose.
From a travel perspective, I guess what's the next couple of days look like, and how are you guys adjusting to time zone difference?
Yeah, so we'll fly out tonight. I think around 9 o'clock, I believe it is. But we've got meetings before. Make sure we go. We've been over all logistical elements of it, but one more time to go over with guys just the best way to transition this, and also trying to get as much rest as we can on the plane tonight. Tomorrow. We'll have a pretty full day, and go through our normal Thursday game prep. So we've got a great plan for what is necessary to allow us to be our best come Saturday.
You're facing a pretty dynamic quarterback that you know really well, obviously, but you've got some talented guys on the scout team to replicate what they're going to show you. How do you feel like they've done as far as preparing?
I've been really pleased. I think just the overall depth of our program. When you look at the scout team, you say what's the biggest difference in our program over the last few years? It's that. We've got guys that will be elite players, in my opinion, here that are on scout team, that are giving a great look. And it's definitely, it helps with the speed, it helps with the look, and being able to try to present some of the challenges that a team can present. But I really like what I'm seeing from our guys that are working in the scouts, and just the way they're challenging themselves to go get better.
With so many new guys on the team, what are some things you've done this offseason to solidify the team culture?
Well, it's a daily focus, and it really is. Who you get to do it with is one of the most important aspects of our program, and being able to have a respect for that. You'll be able to be willing to invest the time. We've done multiple events. We've done multiple things throughout really this entire year to build that camaraderie, to help understand expectation, to be able to just build relationships. And, whether it's from our book groups, obviously reading a book as a team together, something we always do in fall camp, and seeing those guys, all different positions, all different years, coming back together and being able to work through that, is something that I think really helps. And we've got a bunch of different events, that we've tried to help present opportunities for these guys to get to know each other. And that trip to Jacksonville was big in that regards too. But I think this team really likes each other, and I think they are excited to play with and for each other. And that's what we're building towards coming up on Saturday.
How last year, how excited do you think Daryl Jackson is to get out there on Saturday?
No, I know he's very excited, and Daryl has put in a lot of work, and I talked to I used him as an example in front of the team there a couple weeks ago. Just sometimes life will throw curveballs at you, and he was fully expecting, and we were fully expecting, just with this situation that he would play last year. But when that did not become the reality, his approach to having to sit out and still working on getting better and being ready for the opportunity. And got the last game of the year this season ago, but I mean there's still so many different dynamics of that when you just kind of get thrown in there for one game. But he's had this entire offseason, the communication, obviously who he's playing side by side with, and what that needs to be. And I think he's really done a great job. He's playing fast and trusting the techniques, the fundamentals that he's being asked to do.
With AZ, I know you guys have complimented him throughout the offseason, not kind of seeing it in totality. Like, what's he setting himself up for?
I mean, I think him and Ventrell, I think those guys are a couple of elite level corners, and I think AZ is grown in his confidence in so many different ways. He's approached the work and improvement. He's bigger, he's stronger, he's faster, and he's just he's taking all of the experiences that he's had, because he's played a lot of snaps here, and you could see that confidence in every rep. And and I think the same thing with Ventrell. Going into his second year here, just the comfort in the calls, comfort in the things that the quick adjustments, and I think our defensive backfield's done a nice job there. Starting off this first game, I mean, it's one of the great challenges that we'll face this year. I mean, they got speedy receivers, guys that know how to get open. They do a good job in creating space for them. So our guys got to rise to the challenge, and we're very confident in the guys we have.
Thank you.
Thank you.